Let's put that on the moon so it doesn't go off. Right.
Okay.
Where am I looking? Towards you?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah?
Kind of
Okay.
Alright. You good?
Did you want me looking over here or did you want me looking like there? Because then you could sit on the armchair.
Yeah, did that way.
So I could,
Yeah.
it might look better if I was sort of there because my neck might be like,
Breaking in half.
what's that film where they do that?
Oh, they do it in... no, they do it in Mama. They do it in like loads and loads of horror films. So they're like... Oh, I've actually seen it breaking horror. Okay.
Right.
There we are. Are you recording? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Can you state your name and the role you have within the studio?
Okay. My name's Jamie Johnson. I sort of run the studios here at Riverside One Studios. I built the place with a few friends. I'll start again. My name's Jamie Johnson. I sort of run the studios here at Riverside One Studios, and built it with my friends and family. So.
Very nice, very nice. Was it always your plan to open up your own studio?
It was always a plan to sort of open up a studio, but it's become very sort of wide now, if that makes sense. So like for everyone to use. So originally it was sort of open it up for sort of like people I knew within the industry around here who were into music, sort of like friends and acquaintances and stuff, and like people I knew. And now it's just become really like I linked up with Nucleus Arts, and they're like quite a big charity, and they wanted to spread their music side of things. So from that it become like quite a big community thing. So
it's open to everyone now.
Open to everyone now. So
okay. What are the types of support that the studio offers?
Okay, so the studio, what we do at the studio is we run lessons. So we do guitar lessons, piano lessons, drum lessons, singing lessons. We also do something that's a little bit different. So what we're just about to start is on 3 evenings. It's probably going to be 3 evenings a week, from 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. We're going to run like classes, which are like free to come to, from I think it's going to be 14 to about 18 or 20, something like that. And it's going to be for branding, so people who are like really interested in making music their full-time thing. It's going to be about what they can do next, so building up their social media, building up their website, building up their brand. That's going to be one of the courses that's on. It's not really a course, it's more like a bit like a youth club type thing, where they can come along and learn something like that on one night. And then other nights we're going to do stuff where it's like a music jam session, so it's not like a jam night or an open mic night because it's in sort of like early evening. That'd be another night, and the other one's for just singers, so where other singers meet each other. That's what it's about. It's all about networking and other people, meeting each other, and that type of thing.
All about the communication side.
That's it, yeah.
Okay. What is it that it like makes your studio different to the others around?
Well, I think it being very accessible, I think is probably one of the highest parts for it, really. It's a very big space, and there's not many studios around that can offer such a big area of space. So we've got the rehearsal room, which is big enough to have gigs in. We've got 2 small writing rooms, which aren't really that tiny. We've got all storage area, we've got a chill out lounge, and we've got the control room in here. We also have a cafe, which is obviously part of the studio and part of the building, Riverside One building. And we've also got lots of people who come in obviously for coffee and things during the day, where you can chat to them and then they pass on the message to other people. So there's a big networking thing that goes on. Accessibility in the sense of people who are disabled in wheelchairs. Everything's very flat, so there's no stairs. It's all ramps. Where it used to be a council building, everything's always been very disabled accessible. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like for disabled people, it's very accessible. So. Yeah, you are going to cut this up a little bit, right? Because it might sound bad. Yeah. So it's for people who are disabled. It's very accessible. Everything's flat. There's ramps to get into everywhere. All the doors are good sizes, you know, that type of thing. It's very bright and vibrant, which is another thing that I think is very different. And we have daylight, which sounds really silly, but there's a lot of studios that don't have any windows.
Yeah.
And I think it's quite a good thing. So I can sit here now, get on with a bit of work, look out of the control room window, which I then look out of another window, and I can see Brook Theatre, Dock Road, not Dock Road, the Brook. I can look out the window. I see Brook Theatre, the Brook, Pentagon. So it's quite nice, you know, being able to like look out and not feel like you're totally shut off from the outside world. And I think that's a really good thing. Another thing, we have lots of different producers and engineers that can come together. So if you've got a band, there's a different engineer to record your band because they're better at recording bands, and they know the best sounds for a drum kit, bass guitar, a bass amp, stuff like that. And then we also have different producers. So if you're a pop singer and you just want to do pop, we've got producers that just do pop. A lot of places you go to, they have one engineer who is also the producer. And that's it. But I try to link people up with who I think would suit their style and what they want to do, because I think that's a massive thing. There's a lot of people now that want to sing stuff which is for other people. They don't want to sing it, because I used to do it, I still do now sometimes, sing stuff for everyone else instead of what I want to sing, which I think is quite an important thing. I go on, don't I keep talking.
It's a good thing though. When you were on The Voice and you had Kylie Minogue as a mentor, did you learn anything from her that will help you when mentoring like younger people? I
mean, Kylie taught me a lot. She's been able to teach me about doing what I want to do, which was probably, like I was just saying, you know, so important about knowing what you want to sing and going with what you want to do. Not just with singing, with everything. I think with everything what people do, you know, they should do what they want to do. I think that's the biggest thing she's got through to me. I think apart from that, just really being yourself and just going for it and having fun. Like, there was a stage that I got to that was very much like, it's fun, but now it's like work, and I've really tried to ignore that it's work. You know, I've really tried to remember that I'm doing it because I enjoy it, and yeah. I do. So sometimes.
How do you feel that the studio's progressing since like you started it?
I think it's coming on well, but it has been such hard work. I mean, you know, I think a lot of people get the wrong idea. I think they think that we've built it and I'm making money or people are making money. It's really not about that, because we're just trying to make things. If we have a rehearsal come in, which obviously like pays to come in and use a space, we then use that money to go and do this room up, for example. So everything now, like it's taken a long time, because obviously where it used to be a council building, it wasn't in the best, you know, it wasn't in the best state. It was very dated, this place. But we tried to recycle everything. So for example, the desks that are in here, they were like the old desks that come out of the council building. We just covered them in like fake leather, because we couldn't afford to go and buy new ones. We just thought we'd buy some leather and just sort of clean them up and stick it on, like little things like that. Just try and make it look a little bit different, trying to make it a lot more homely than it was originally, because when we first got it was just white, everything was white. I mean, I've still got quite a bit to do, but yeah, we're getting there.
And what is your aim for like the future?
Well, we're not in a permanent building here, so all the work we put in seems like it's going to go to waste, but obviously everything we can take with us, you know, all the equipment, all the desks, I mean, everything we can take with us. So the aim is to have somewhere permanent after this, somewhere where it's, you know, really accessible still, because we're right next to Chatham bus station, 2 minutes from the train station, you know, right on the main road. So still having something that's very accessible but permanent is the aim, I think.
Okay. And what advice would you give to anyone before, like, if they want to become like a musician or like a singer, what advice would you give them?
I think there's so much. Social media is, I mean, I still don't know, I'm still learning, you know, I used to say to people, oh, you've got to do this, got to do that, and it's like, I don't really know, to be honest, because I'm still learning. But the key things that I think matter and which helped me is social media for sure. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Try and use the same name. So I made a mistake because my Twitter's like Johnson_music and my Facebook's Jamie Johnson. You know, it's like none of them link. You know, you need to be able to search. yeah, you need to have them all the same. You know, which is a massive thing, because then if someone follows you on Instagram, they know your name because they can see it, and then they go on Facebook and it'll come up. If someone sees me on Facebook, they go onto Twitter and it's like, why doesn't this come up? So you want to, it's just so important. How you want to brand yourself, maybe. I mean, I still don't really do it because I'm still learning. I'm still trying to get to know what I want to sing, what type of music I want to do. But I would say it's very much about getting things together, really. And I don't know if that makes any sense, but you know, if you want to sing soul, then sing soul. Don't try and sing someone else. I don't know.
And was you given any advice before opening up the studio?
No. Advice with regards to the studio, absolutely not. I don't really know much about the technical side of music, so recording, stuff like that, but I think I know what people, I know what I wanted when I was going into a studio, but just couldn't afford to pay really expensive prices. So, you know, it's very much about sort of just learning as I've gone along. Things like that, like friends all coming together, really helping me out. Like most of the gear here isn't the studios, it's all friends and stuff. And at the moment, until we, you know, get some revenue in, then we can get new stuff. So no, at the moment, I didn't really know what I was doing when I jumped in. Didn't really get much advice. Got a lot of support from family, friends, and Nucleus Arts and different sort of organisations and charities and things. Lots of people donating stuff. Loads of donations, which has been incredible, like all the plasterboards, the glass, the blinds, I mean everything. That really helped, but as in the sense of how to build a studio and that type of thing, only a little bit, but not much. So.
Okay. And the last and final question, why should people use your studio?
Well, I think I think what I was saying about, you know, it being a fresh place, very vibrant, spacious. So if you want to come and rehearse here, you get a big space. You know, you can, if your band are running through all their tracks and you're the singer and you're standing there for half an hour waiting, you can go and sit in the chill out lounge, play Xbox, put a TV on, listen to records. Like we've got a massive record collection. It's very different, you know. It's not just a room. That's what it's about. I think that's what I'm trying to make, is this sort of brand for Riverside One Studios. I'm very proud of it. So I just hope other people can come and see what's gone into it, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, come and see what you think is what I'm going to say to people. So yeah, come and see what they think, and then if they like it, then they can come in and record and rehearse and learn stuff. But yeah, the free courses thing is definitely something that I want to get out there, because you know, there are people who can't come out and don't have any money to come and rehearse, or they might not even have a band to rehearse with. So yeah, it'll probably be like a couple of days a week, in the evenings on weekdays, 3 p.m. till 6 p.m. we'll be doing like different groups and different courses and stuff. So if people want to come along, then just check out the website.